Mets win, baby, 4-2 over the Philadelphia Phillies, completing the three-game sweep. What a what a game. What a game yet again from the pitching side of things. Offensively, yet again, you maybe could have asked for a bit more, but for the most part, I thought they looked very good in this game, especially on the pitching side, like I mentioned. And just as nice to win. Nice to win. I'd like for them to continue to build on this, but my God, there are certain moments where the Phillies just played horrendous. You have Trey Turner bobbling the ball. You have them making just piss poor decisions. But even then, the Mets had a couple of bad fielding plays early on in the game, but it was ugly at certain points of this game. But for the most part, the Mets cruised their way to this win. Before we jump into the recap further, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans, because we cover the Mets heavily here on the channel. And turn on your notifications so you know when we upload or go live next on Met Central. And yes, I realized just now, I don't know why it took me this many post games to realize I spelled Central wrong on the graphic, but we'll just ignore that and we'll leave it up just for the memes. So why not? But let's talk about this game. First inning, Bryson Stott leads things off with a strikeout. Trey Turner then with a single. Harper walks. Turner ends up stealing third, and Harper ends up stealing second. But when Alvarez goes to throw it over the third to try to get Trey Turner out, he chucks into the outfield, and Trey Turner ends up scoring. That makes it 1-0. Nick Castellanos would then follow that up with a sacrifice fly to make it a 2-0 ball game. Kyle Schwarber with a fly out to end the inning. So definitely was scary in the first inning, but I still had faith that everything was going to be fine. I really wasn't worried at any moment in this game. I had a feeling that the Mets were going to find a way to come back and win this one. But Brandon Nimmo lines out, Lindor lines out, McNeil grounds out. We go to the top of the second where Scherzer has a 1-2-3 inning. Marsh grounds out, and then he picks up strikeouts on Clemens and Sosa. We go to the bottom of the second. Pete Alonso leads things off with a walk. Brett Beatty with the force out. Starling Marte grounds out, and then Daniel Vogelbach lines out. We go to the top of the third where Garrett Stubbs leads things off with a single. Bryson Stott then hits into a double play. Trey Turner strikes out. So Scherzer really settling in, which was good, as I accidentally messed that up. Anyway, bottom of the third, Mark Canha grounds out. Francisco Alvarez grounds out. But the Mets have some two-out magic up their sleeves as Nimmo and Lindor would get back-to-back walks, and then Jeff McNeil would hit himself a single to center field to make it a 2-1 ball game. Pete Alonso would then strike out, though, so Walker works out of the gem a bit there. We go to the top of the fourth. Harper would ground out to lead things off. Nick Castellanos then with a single. Kyle Schwarber strikes out. Brandon Marsh with a single, and then Clemens grounds out. So another little shaky inning for Max Scherzer, but he did definitely settle in as the start went along. Bottom of the fourth, Beatty grounds out to start things. And then Starling Marte gets hit by a pitch. He would steal second. Daniel Vogelbach flies out because, of course. And Mark Canha hits himself another home run in back-to-back games. I would like him to be playing more than Tommy Pham. I've always been on that train. And yeah, you see why he makes it a 3-2 game. And then Alvarez strikes out to end the inning. Top of the fifth, Scherzer gets a 1-2-3 inning as he picks up a strikeout in there as well. Strom came in the pitch for Walker, which was weird. I guess something was wrong with Walker. I don't know, but it was a weird spot to pull him, in my opinion. Nimmo would single to lead things off, but then there was that force out play where Trey Turner bobbled the ball. They go to review. He was out at second, even though initially they called him safe, but regardless, then there's another force out as McNeil would ground out, and then Pete Alonso would strike out. We go to the top of the sixth. Trey Turner would strike out. Harper lines out, Castellanos with a single, and then Schwarber grounds out. Bottom of the sixth we go. Brett Beatty leads things off with a double. Marte with a nice little sacrifice bunt. And Mark Vientos pitch hit for Vogelbach, and play Mark Vientos more as he hits a sacrifice fly to make it 4-2. Canha would then walk, but Alvarez flies out. We go to the top of the seventh where Marsh strikes out, Clemens pops out, and then Scherzer ends the inning, I think on his 100th pitch exactly too, and he strikes out Edmundo Sosa. Gregory Soto then came in the pitch for the Phillies. He gets a 1-2-3 inning. Brigham came in, so it was a weird little deployment here of the bullpen because Buck didn't really have options because Robertson and Ottavino were used in back-to-back games, so he had to go to Brigham, and it was either going to completely backfire or he was going to look like a genius, and he looked like a genius. Buck Showalter, that is, as a 1-2-3 inning happens from Mr. Jeff Brigham. And then Craig Kimbrell comes in. He gets a 1-2-3 inning of his own. Raley comes in. He strikes out Harper. fairly easily, allows a single to Castellanos, strikes out Schwarber, though, but then Drew Ellis came in to pitch hit. The Mets go to the bullpen as Drew Smith comes in, and one pitch, one out as Drew Ellis flies out. That is your ball game. Your final score is 4-2 for the Mets. 6 hits for the Phillies, 4 for the Mets. No errors for the Phillies, 1 for the Mets, as the error was very ugly there by Francisco Alvarez. And yeah, your winning pitchers Max Scherzer, losing pitchers Taijuan Walker, and Drew Smith, I believe, got the save, which is just ridiculous as he threw one pitch. But again, I would like to see more from this offense. I really would. 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position isn't the worst. 5 left on, but 4 hits is not really enough for my likings. I know I know that the Phillies walked, or specifically Walker walked a good amount of batters. He walked 3 to be exact, and then also hit Marte on that one pitch. But I still would like to see them get a couple more hits. That's where I'm going to nitpick on this one. Nimmo went 1 for 3 with a walk. Not bad for him. Lindor 0 for 3. He gets a walk. Again, would like to see some hits from him. His average is down to 220 now. Would like to see that boost up, and his OPS might even sink below 700. Jeff McNeil 1 for 4 with an RBI. Not the worst, not the best. Alonso 0 for 3 with a walk, but 2 strikeouts. Beatty 1 for 4. It's just not enough. Marte then 0 for 2. He gets the sacrifice fly, though, or not the sacrifice fly, the sacrifice bunt. Vogelback 0 for 2. Why would he ever swing the bat? He doesn't know how to do that. Vientos in his pitch hitting assignment gets that RBI. Canna 1 for 2. 2 RBIs, a walk. Probably, again, the best hitter for the Mets today. And then Alvarez 0 for 3 with the strikeout. I just need more from this offense. I do. 4 hits is just not enough, especially with Taijuan Walker's just baseline stats going into the start and him being terrible as well on the road specifically. I would have liked for them to have capitalized on a guy like that a bit more and jump on that, but especially a guy that you're familiar with who played for your team. It would have been nice, but unfortunately that just didn't end up being the case. Scherzer, though, he was definitely really good in today's start. There was definitely a few shaky moments in there, but you get 7 innings out of him, which is a huge, huge thing considering how much your bullpen's taxed, considering how much your starting pitchers were not giving you innings before. You needed that. So that was good. He allows 5 hits, not the best. 1 earned run because of the error. He only gets charged with 1. Pretty good there, but only 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Very good work there from Max Scherzer. As I wanted to read off his stats. Let's quickly pull that up because I saw this before. His stats in his last 4 starts: 25 innings pitched, 16 hits allowed, 3 earned runs allowed, 4 walks, 28 strikeouts with a 1.08 ERA. So yeah, the doubts of Max Scherzer have definitely been put to bed quite a bit, as he has looked very, very sharp lately and a lot more improved. Sorry, I'm just seeing if I'm missing any other stats or things that I should be touching up on. But yeah, like I said, would like to see him build on this and keep this going. Jeff Brigham looked good in his inning of work, got a strikeout. Brooks Raley, only faced 3 batters because of the stupid rule, but he allows a hit. Gets 2 strikeouts, though. He came in and did his job. He got the lefties out, which is all he could ask for. I'm not going to complain. And then Drew Smith, he threw 1 pitch and did a good job. So 12 strikeouts combined for Mets pitchers, which was really nice to see. Only 1 walk for them. And then, of course, only 1 earned run, especially in a game where you didn't use Ottavino, you didn't use Robertson. Yeah, sign me up for that any day of the week. Very happy, very pleased with the Mets performance for the most part. But let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section down below. Would love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, especially if you're Met fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when we upload or go live next. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go, Mets.